Everybody is wanting to know about emerging ingredients, both in functional beverages and in social tonics today. And we hear a few names that kind of like make the top of that list. Of course, Kava is right at the top, but then also we hear a lot about things like Kratom, and we hear things about things like, of course, CBD, and even other things like Kana. I just want to clear up a few of the sort of misnomers, the do's and don'ts about the differences between these compounds. Each one of these compounds affects the nervous system, some type of stress relief or social lubrication or mood lift or relaxation, all of that stuff. Both Kratom and Kava both provide that, but the difference is that Kava is a safe tonic nutritive substance that can be taken daily that will actually build your health over time whenever you take it regularly. Kratom is more of an acute medicine that, in my opinion, really more so belongs in acute, short-term, like therapeutic settings. It's great in medical atmospheres and also great for people who become educated about its side effect profile to be able to use regularly too in their own daily lives, like for pain or for like a social lubricant used in a pulsed manner, right? So used every once in a while or once a week. But whenever you use something like Kratom every single day, it actually is pretty addictive and elicits dependency in the nervous system. So the withdrawals aren't as bad with Kratom as almost any synthetic substance because it is a natural opiate. They pale in comparison to almost any synthetic opiate, so that's where Kratom is great as sort of like an off-ramp for a more dangerous synthetic opiate dependency in like a medical or medically therapeutic setting, and it really shines there. But whenever people get a hold of it and are non-directed about its side effect profile, then they can easily become addicted to it and it can be problematic over time. So beautiful medicine, but just has a different application that just requires a little bit more care for safe therapeutic use. Kava, on the other hand, is a nutritive whole food substance that can be consumed like we consume coffee. It can be used in the same context that we consume coffee, but actually its context of use is even more broad than coffee in the sense that coffee is still addictive, but the withdrawal symptoms aren't too bad. You just get tired and lethargic whenever you go off of coffee if you're a regular coffee user. But Kava, you can use Kava every day for months on end, stop, go off of it cold turkey, and actually feel better than you did whenever you started, because what it's doing, it's actually nourishing the receptors in the brain that elicit relaxation. So it's actually building up your relaxation system. It's building up that part of the nervous system that can control stress on its own, which is so beautiful about Kava. So it's a daily use nutritive substance, even though I like to cycle everything every once in a while to maintain highest sensitivity to it and just to give your body a break from almost any substance. But Kava, very safe for regular use. Kratom, still a great medicine, belongs more in a therapeutic clinical type setting, but also if you're educated on it, using it for pain as an alternative to like synthetic opiates or things that are actually much, much more problematic. And then there's CBD. And CBD is a really safe substance, actually. A really safe daily use substance. It's a part of the cannabinoid from the hemp plant that, unlike THC, it's not psychoactive, but it is anti-inflammatory. It prevents some anxiety by stabilizing the nervous system, but it doesn't give you that sort of instant tangible mood lift that you would get from drinking a beer or taking something that immediately relaxes you. Most people don't really feel CBD on the front end. Some people do, but it is good for sleep and it is great layered onto other things like Kava, or just used by itself for sure, but it just is not gonna give you like that kind of social tonic thing that a lot of people are looking for as far as a visceral effect, that surge of like elated energy that you get in your nervous system when you feel good, and that warm feeling that you kind of get from Kava or even Kratom. So that's kind of the differences between those three. If you like this information, thank you so much for supporting us in the True Kava movement. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks, guys.